Hey everybody, I just wanted to bring a quick video today to share some stuff with you, specifically about what's been going on. I know it's been covered by a couple people already, but I wanted to put a video out there to give a space, at least on my channel, to kind of talk about what's going on with Fire Emblem Heroes and Belgium. So if you didn't know, shout out to Reddit. First and foremost, for being able to screen cap this. Ooh, Ike did not fare well there. This is basically a notification that was in Belgium, and it was also translated. Thank you, whoever translated that. But it says, due to the current unclear situation in Belgium surrounding certain in-game monetization methods, we have made the decision to end the service for Fire Emblem Heroes in Belgium. From Tuesday, the 27th of August, 2019, it will not be possible to play the software and will be unavailable to download. Any players in Belgium who have existing orbs in their accounts can continue to use them before the service ends. We'd like to thank you for your support of Fire Emblem Heroes. So first of all, the orbs you have left doesn't matter. I don't know why they would even say that. Hey, thanks for playing the game for like maybe 3 years, 2 years, however long it's been. It's just gone now. So all of the time and possibly the money that they've put into this, just gone. I genuinely don't think anybody's going to use orbs for the current banner or anything like that. I think they're just done. August is... like, that's probably about the same time that we're going to be seeing the new Brave Heroes, yeah. So the Choose Your Legends banner is probably going to hit around that time. It's going to be super disappointing for anybody in Belgium. It's just kind of a bummer. However, if you do have your Nintendo account linked, I think you can still save your game data. You may want to change your origin of country, like that might have an effect of some extent. But you should be able to still like re-download and play the game through a VPN. If you haven't done that, so games that are exclusive in Japan, for example, the new Octopath Traveler game, if you had a VPN and you went to download it from the App Store using a VPN, you could bypass that, make it look like you're from Japan, and get the game. So there's definitely ways around this. I don't think this is necessarily going to end the game in Belgium. Like, people who still want to play the game are going to be able to find ways to do so. So I wouldn't necessarily be too concerned about that. But I tell you, that is a shot to the gut, man. And it gets a little bit worse too. The mobile Animal Crossing game, the Pocket Camp, I think is what it's called. Never really played it, downloaded it, never opened it. Never had an inkling to do so. But I think in terms of most, Nintendo's kind of pulling back because they're pulling Animal Crossing from Belgium as well. I don't believe they have access to Dragalia Lost, but if they did, pretty sure they'd pull that too. Super Mario Run, I think, is genuinely pretty safe for the most part, as far as I know. So if you're a Mario Run fan, I think you're in good shape. I don't know what's going to happen with Mario Kart Tour. I actually just got the notification yesterday that I am in the closed beta. So, I mean, if you guys are interested in that, I'll let you know how that goes. But I'm not sure what the mechanics of that are going to be, if it's going to be gacha style. But the general gist is that Belgium is changing its laws in terms of play to win and loot box type games. Obviously, Heroes does that pretty heavily, so it's not surprising that they would want to like preemptively pull that. I am a little disappointed though that they aren't like trying to find a new way to be compliant, like a free-to-play version or something like that. Granted, that would probably take some effort, and the amount of time that they can do that, which appears to be here just like a couple months. I don't know what's possible for them to be able to pull off on such short notice. So, no judgment there from me. I asked Nintendo, they can do whatever they want. They're within their full rights. It sucks from a player perspective that they now have to go through these extra steps to be able to still play the game. And, you may have to start over. I don't know if you can still merge your account. Again, you may want to change your country of origin to just make sure and then use a VPN. I think that would probably work. But it's just such a pain in the butt to move around and take those extra steps that genuinely shouldn't be that necessary. I think that's just kind of dumb. I don't know. Generally speaking, loot boxes, play to win stuff, it's not good. I think overall, these kind of laws are beneficial because there are games that can be predatory. Heroes, I feel like, is kind of on the cusp. I wouldn't say it's necessarily predatory. It's not constantly tricking you into do things. But on the flip of that, if you are going to be free to play, it does consume a lot of personal time to grind the game and get the orbs in game for free when they're available. Because once you hit that cap, there's really not a whole lot left to do. You just kind of have to wait for game modes to get updated, like Blessed Gardens, and hope that there's a 5-orb reward on that, or some random quests that get dropped during the month, things like that. So I don't know. It's a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sad. F in the comments for Belgium. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. But it kind of gives pause too, because what if other countries did this as well? If the United States decided hey, we're gonna crack down on loot boxes, next week, all of the time and money and energy and just on my own time, not counting necessarily content production, all of that time and investment put in is just gone. And it's very scary. It's kind of unsettling, which is why I would think Nintendo would try and go out of its way to be more compliant rather than just take the game down. Because eventually, this could kind of spook the rest of the player base, right? And that's now you're not talking just a single country. You're talking, everywhere your game is available. You could spook off player base, and they won't necessarily invest as much time and energy into your game because it, with laws out of their control, it could just be gone at some point. And I'll be honest, it gave me it gave me pause. I had to think oh, hey, what if that happens? What do I do if this happens? It's a little unnerving. But, I guess we just take it day by day and see how things go. Again, it's kind of out of everybody else's control. This is a government thing. This is a law thing. So, I would say that I'm mostly just disappointed that Nintendo wouldn't try and find a way to be compliant. Or, change game mechanics or something like that. Would it take a big update? Yes. Would it require a lot of time that maybe they don't have? Possibly. But Nintendo is one of those companies where, they find solutions, they put out polished products, and if they really wanted to keep the game compliant and available to everybody, they would do that. They would find a way to do that. And so I guess I'm just a little disappointed that they haven't. But, again, maybe they don't have to. Maybe that statement last month was that with them saying hey, don't spend a lot of money on our mobile games, it's cool, please don't do that. Maybe that was their way of trying to kind of shift the conversation because they knew something like this was coming, or I don't know. I don't want to think maliciously or anything, but either way, that's kind of where my head's at right now. It's a confusing time. It's kind of a bummer. Again, I'm disappointed for people in Belgium who are invested in the game and like the game. and enjoy Fire Emblem. But some things are out of your control. Either way, we may see a response from Nintendo on this outside of just like, hey, sorry to have wasted a couple years of your life. We're out of here. We may see a better response than that at some point. I hope we see a better response than that at some point. And I hope Nintendo tries to be a little more responsible with the development teams, like Intelligent Systems, where they go out of their way to make a product more compliant with international laws regarding things like loot boxes and things like that, because that's genuinely going to be a big thing in the very near future. And that did not go well. That went very poorly. That's like a 6,000. Not even. Oh yeah, I only used one. Never mind. 900. Yeah, still pretty bad. Anyway, that's I'm done rambling, I guess. That's all I have for that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Feel free to share. It's a safe space. Don't start, popping off and getting angry and stuff like that. You can express your opinions calmly. I know it's possible, and you guys are genuinely pretty good about that. So feel free to share and converse in the comments. Like I said, I wanted to put a video up so you guys had a conversation space on this channel at least to kind of talk about that stuff. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer, and it kind of makes you rethink some things. I'm still gonna play, obviously, but it's it's a little disappointing. Anyway, it's a very somber video. It's been a somber week. It's been a rough week for me. That's gonna do it for right now. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to comment, and I will catch you next time.